I'd like to join colleagues in congratulating Stephanie Callaghan for securing this debate and highlighting and promoting the adoption of circular fashion methods. I'm not normally a fan of commenting on politicians' appearance, but I do think that her and Kenneth Gibson both look magnificent in their hired outfits this evening. Presiding Officer, while upcycling has become increasingly trendy, circular fashion is nothing new. Historically, clothes shopping for the average person was costly. Customers bought fabric, trimming, lining and threads to be made by a tailor or dressmaker, and the finished textiles involved so much intensive handwork that the goods were expensive and items made to last, and last they did, repeatedly mended or restyled and eventually cut short for children to wear. Even when mass production of clothing was refined in the UK during the Second World War, strict restrictions under the utility scheme ensured that manufacturers produced goods of a high standard, which were able to be repurposed. Now we have fast fashion. Popular high street brands offer cheaper, speedier manufacturing and shipping methods, which facilitate increasing consumer appetite for the up-to-the-minute styles and the ability to indulge in instant gratification desires, while promoting a throwaway culture and maximising their own profits. Individual purchasing is variable, making it important to understand inequality and the pressures felt both financially and socially, particularly on low-income earners and families. Handmade leather shoes that will last a lifetime with some care and repair might be cheap over the lifetime, but an initial outlay of hundreds of pounds is not possible for everyone. There are other ways, and today, more than ever, it's important that we highlight the importance of dumping the take, make, waste linear model. I applaud organisations like Advanced Clothing Solutions who specialise in rental and renewal of clothing. Second-hand online and high street charity shops where people can buy good quality, affordable clothing, and community-led initiatives like reuse items for school uniforms. These examples are all becoming more commonplace and an illustration of successful initiatives that result in cultural change, waste reduction, are accessible for many and can tackle poverty in a stigma-free way. These are organisations who value not just what they do or the garments they provide, but the people who work for them. Fair work should be at the centre of a move towards sustainable fashion. Fair wages and good conditions for the fabric and garment workers who produce our apparel are important. Findings from the 2021 Fashion Transparency Index show that most major brands still withhold vital data on human rights issues, including worker pay and conditions, purchasing practices and racial and gender inequality. Now, while this might conjure up images of sweatshops in countries far away with workers toiling in dangerous conditions for minimal pay, Labour Behind the Label published evidence in June 2020 exposing forced labour here in the UK garment factories, with some workers enduring intimidation and earning as little as £3 an hour. And with the current cost of living crisis, we need to ensure that our citizens are aware of options available for them to make cheaper, sustainable choices, enabling them to move away from fast fashion choices. In November 2022, the Centre for Social Justice reported the current financial crisis. The poorest in our society face a poverty premium in 7 key areas, costing families around an extra £480 a year. It's disgraceful that lower-income households are incurring extra costs while purchasing the same essential goods and services as households who are better off. Presiding Officer, our planet and people are no longer capable of maintaining a throwaway culture, and it's necessary that we move to a sustainable future at pace. People should know a move to a circular fashion is no longer just the privilege of the rich. Thank you.